President Obama's fifth State of the Union address wrapped up last night. Here to talk about it today and what it means for the markets is Sam Stovall of S&P Capital IQ. As always, Sam, thanks for being in the studio with us. So what did you think? Do the markets really care about this speech from last night?
I don't think the markets care about the speech at all. I think they're focusing right now on emerging market currencies. I think that certainly people listened to the speech. There really wasn't much competing on national television. So it was almost like, well, he's the one that's on most channels, so let's watch and see what he has to say. But I really think all he did was kick off the 10-month midterm election campaign season by giving sort of a rousing cheerleading effect for the Democrats.
It's an interesting point because a huge focus was jobs, right? Jobs, jobs, jobs. Here's how many we've added since the Great Recession. Here's where we are today in terms of the lowest unemployment rate since October 2008. When you look at those things that he highlighted, I mean, what are we supposed to take away from that discussion? I mean, sure, are we actually going to have CEOs come in and help out on long-term unemployment, or are these just talking points?
I think that they're more talking points, or at least that's how it's being viewed by the investing public.
Okay.
That it's almost like a verbal form of the whip inflation now buttons. That if I can talk to the CEOs and convince them to hire people, in a sense, will that really make them do so? I don't believe so. I think that Congress needs to come together with some sort of an overhaul of the tax package to give executives an incentive to hire people to repatriate foreign earnings, etc.
So final quick say, Sam, then you say anybody looking at the markets today should not read anything into it that the president's speech from last night affects today's trade.
That's my belief, that there's nothing really said last night that is game-changing, that will affect investor confidence.
All right. As always, Sam Stovall, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
For The Street, I'm Joe Deaux.